Hey everyone. For those who have been around for a while, you probably saw my Pylgia video, where I was very critical of Pylgia in the Pylgia guide. Extremely critical. And I believe that criticism is still valid. The problem with Pylgia, her biggest problem, and she had two, but one of her biggest problems is that she required her first shackle. S1 is almost mandatory on Pylgia. And I made that claim before, and I wanted to showcase why I made that claim here today. This is a comparison of S0 versus her S1. I went ahead and she's in the shop right now for 250 certs. So I went ahead and picked up a copy of Pylgia for the 250 certs and decided to do a before and after of her S0 versus her S1. And the results are more shocking than I thought they would be. I tried my best to keep the clears like exactly the same, but obviously like Pylgia has more power at S1, so the clear's not exactly the same. They look a little bit different, but I try to keep the comparison as fair as possible. And in neither one of these two clears did I clear the stage. I mean, I'm using a non-invested Moore and a Langley, so it's no surprise I'm not clearing the stage. But again, Pylgia is not the strongest character in the game. But S0 Pylgia did 1.8 million in 50 seconds. S1 Pylgia did 3.3 million in 50 seconds. That's almost double damage from that first shackle. Almost twice as much damage from the first shackle. It's crazy just how important that first shackle can be. And Pylgia does come from a time that is... Athnover's not doing it anymore. But Pylgia does come from a time where like every single center wanted their first shackle. Like Donald wanted his first shackle, Pylgia wanted her first shackle. Trying to think of some others off the top of my head, but those were the two most egregious. I'm sure there's others who like really need their first shackle to actually like exist as a center. And it's just unfortunate that that she's so reliant on that first shackle. But the other thing that Pylgia like really struggled with was entering her corrupted state. And Pylgia has since received a lot of support to enter her corrupted state. The first thing is the crime brand choice. In both of these runs, I am running the Tempestuous Void, the immortal specific crime brand. And that allows Pylgia to enter the corrupted state really early. But the bigger thing here is Shin and how well Shin and Pylgia work together. I mean, Shin was quite literally made for Pylgia. So you really see like Shin helps everybody, right? But Shin really makes Pylgia shine. She forces her into the corrupted state, and she provides all of the bonuses that Pylgia would ever want. So if, and I mean, this is a big if, and I made this the same kind of setup that I in the original Pylgia guide. If you have S1 Pylgia, if you have Tempestuous Void, if you have LL, and if you have a way to get Pylgia into her corrupted state, then Pylgia is good. All right, and like actually like S1 Pylgia with Shin in particular is actually really good, like a really strong center. But man, if you ever wonder why I put Pylgia so low on the tier list, it's because of this, like the first shackle doubling her damage. And even with Tempestuous Void and Shin and that first shackle, she's still not clearing this boss here, Melanie and Miguel. I mean, to be fair, this boss is very difficult for most teams to deal with. These bosses need to die at the same time, and it's very difficult to arrange that without like losing a ton of DPS. So you really want like Arcane Crit or Bleed or something that like doesn't care that they're hitting two targets at once. Now Pylgia technically doesn't care, but getting the overlap on the appendages to hit both bosses is actually really difficult, even if you line it up like as accurately as possible. There's only a 33% chance you're hitting both bosses at the same time, because like the appendages could hit that top row, the appendages could hit that bottom row, and the bosses are only overlapping in that middle row. Maybe you can get the bosses to overlap a little bit better, but man, it would be difficult. But anyways, I just wanted to show this off. The difference between an S0 and an S1 Pylgia. The results may shock you. I sound like a BuzzFeed article. But seriously, from 1.8 million to 3.3 million from that first shackle. Insane. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, I'm just doing a little self-promotion here on my other videos in case you've missed them. I do a lot of content here on the channel. I do the tier list to cover all the old sinners. I do debuts and character guides to cover all of the new sinners. And then I also talk about news updates that we get occasionally. I'm talking about reforges and banners and all of the fun news that we get from CN. So if you guys haven't seen any of these videos, click around, find out whatever you want to find in Path Nowhere. I'm sure that I'm making content for it. I also recently became YouTube partner almost exactly 1 month ago today. And with that, I got a lot of back-end features. You check my posts somewhere. I don't know where you can check posts on YouTube, but you can check my posts. And I'll probably have a post there about like title comparisons and things like that that I get access to. But another thing that I get access to is memberships. You guys can now join the channel. It's like right next to the subscribe button. And it's just a way to help me out and continue making these videos and these comparisons and all the other stuff that you guys love watching. I'm not forcing you guys to do anything that you don't want to do. Like, don't go out of your way if you don't want to. But if you guys do want to support me and support these videos, then I would greatly appreciate it. You can be a Shalom lover or a Shalom hater. I might, judge your decision based on which one of those two you pick, but I'm not going to tell you which one is the correct option because yes, there is a correct option. All right, I'll catch you guys next time. There's a Millie video coming out soon. I also got like it's a video that's part begin, like it's supposed to cover two purposes. One is like a beginner's guide to Path to Nowhere, and the other one is like a review of Path to Nowhere and like why you should play Path to Nowhere. So if you're excited about those, give me a like, join the channel, subscribe, all the fun YouTube things, and I will catch you guys then. Love reading your comments. Y'all are cute. Hope you feel seen, and I will see you next time. Peace.